Probiotics, the friendly bacteria supplement that assists with many health conditions. Hi, I'm Dr. James Meschino. Well, you know, probiotics are live bacteria. They're the friendly bacteria that normally thrive in the large intestine. They're supposed to be there, and they form a large part of the normal gut flora, as we call it. And the gut flora helps to maintain health of the intestinal tract and the immune system, and really the health of the body in general. So a lot of times patients run into what's known as an abnormal flora or dysbiosis, where they have way too many unfriendly bacteria and too much yeast in the large intestine, and it crowds out the friendly bacteria. This condition known as dysbiosis can have some adverse health effects. It can aggravate existing intestinal problems and aggravate skin diseases for sure, and also make inflammatory conditions worse, including autoimmune diseases. And dysbiosis is very common today. The causes of dysbiosis that we know about include, the frequent use of antibiotics. Antibiotic medications kill the friendly bacteria. And maybe the use of antibiotics in the feed of livestock, and then we eat those animals, we think maybe those antibiotics are surviving to a certain degree where they can still have an effect on our gut flora. The use of birth control pills, not enough dietary fiber, that's a big one that leads to dysbiosis. Too much red meat and pork, we think that's another cause. Refined sugars, there's some evidence that a lot of refined sugars can change the gut microflora, probably feeding the yeast to sort of outgrow the friendly bacteria. And when people are under stress, the stress hormones themselves alter the gut flora, and you end up with more unfriendly bacteria. So the way that you get the gut flora back to normal, one of the ways to do it, of course, making some good dietary changes and lifestyle changes, but you can also use a probiotic supplementation regime where you actually take live bacteria to the friendly bacteria, because studies have shown that they can suppress the growth of the harmful bacteria and other undesirable microorganisms like Candida. Also, some of their byproducts, as they metabolize and ferment certain fats, can produce agents that actually inhibit the growth of the development of cancer in the large intestine and elsewhere. And probiotics have been shown to increase the absorption of calcium, magnesium, and phosphorus by the intestinal tract. It has a positive effect on the immune system, both locally in the intestinal tract and also systemically throughout the entire body, improving digestion. Helps to guard against antibiotic-associated diarrhea. So if you're traveling abroad to countries where you get traveler's diarrhea, having probiotic supplementation in advance and during is probably a good idea. Also reduces the risk of intestinal infections, decreases inflammation. So it's useful for people that have inflammatory bowel disease, rheumatoid arthritis, other autoimmune conditions, asthma, psoriasis, sepsis. All have benefited from taking probiotic supplements, and it improves the intestinal barrier of the intestinal tract itself. So I wrote a review paper. If you click on the link below, you'll be able to see this review paper. It's called Probiotics in Clinical Practice, an Update for Health Practitioners. It's really well worth reading. It explains which probiotic supplements are best for various health challenges. So if you have any digestive problems or irritable bowel syndrome, inflammatory bowel disease, inflammatory joint conditions, any skin or complexion problems, a weakened immune system or a weakened immune state, compromised immunity, then reading this article, I think, is really in your best interest. So click on the link below. You'll see all the scientific references are there, so it's only sound scientific information. It's a read that a lot of people should spend some time examining. Now remember that at meschinohealth.com you'll also see my other research review papers, footage from my live seminars, other downloads, videos, resources I've created. They're all there to help you lead a long, healthy, functional life. All my research review papers and teaching materials are complete with the scientific references, so you'll know that from me, you're only getting sound, scientific, evidence-based information on any health topic that you're looking for. So you should make meschinohealth.com an ongoing, reliable resource of health and wellness information for both you and your family. Thanks so much for watching.